So, hello, everybody, and welcome to the WACE 2022. We have the first team here. My name is Marco from Portugal, and with me is
Amalia from Greece.
so welcome. It's a huge pleasure to have you here and
Thanks.
and your team. We have with us Omar and Aya, right? I pronounce well your name?
Omar and Yahya.
Omar and Ihaya. Okay, so we are very curious to know about your project because I know that you have an amazing project. Were talking before we start that you are the Cristiano Ronaldo of artificial intelligence. Okay, so we will just ask you to present your projects to us. Okay, we give you the floor.
Should I start? AI assisted self checkout, presented by Omar Ashri, me, and Yahya Ashri.
Not working? No?
It's not working.
Yes, maybe you can check. It's over there. Let me just check. And try it.
Should I change it from that back there?
Yes. No. But Amalie will change for you. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Introduction. Self checkout is a global feature. It is included in many supermarkets, such as Walmart, Kroger, and Target in the USA, Carrefour in Europe, Danube in Saudi Arabia. Problem statement. Is self-checkout always a self-checkout? No, because the person in red is always there to assist anyone who is having problems while using the self-checkout. This is the self-checkout flowchart. When you press start, it'll ask you, does the item have a barcode? If yes, you scan the item and then it asks you, have you finished? If no, you do the branch again. If yes, you pay, you're done. But the other branch is a bit more complicated. What if the item doesn't have a barcode? It'll ask you select the item from the screen. Weigh or count the item. Have you finished? No, you do it again. Yes, you pay, and then you're done. This branch is a self checkout, but this branch may be because example, select the tomato type from the screen. This is the customer's tomato. There are many types of tomatoes on the screen, so the customer doesn't know what to pick. These are the types of tomatoes, so the customer is confused. He doesn't know what to choose. So he'll ask for help, causing a long line. So it is not a self checkout because he had to help. Proposed AI solution. This is the typical self checkout, and the main problem is in red. When it asks you, select the item from the screen. Self checkout. And then it will ask you, put the item under the scanner, and then the scanner will identify the item without a barcode. This is the CNN. We will train it with every item without a barcode. in the store, and then the camera, when the customer puts the item without a barcode under the camera, it'll say the answer without him needing to pick the item from the screen. So indeed, it's a self-checkout. Prototype demonstration. For this example, we have 4 types of dates: Sagari, Agua, Sukari, and Mabroom. We will train every single type of date on Teachable Machine. For our first draft, me and my brother held every date in our own hand. But the training failed because the training is user dependent, not only date dependent. As you can see, this hand belongs to my brother and this hand belongs to me. So it's user dependent because of the hand. For our final prototype, we took 2,000 samples of every single type of date in a white background. The dates were turned or different orientations and in different locations on the screen. And as well, we added nothing, because when there's nothing on the screen, it just says nothing. We used the standard parameters of Teachable Machine. I took pictures. I took pictures to train the mod. Are you ready to watch the 2-minute video of testing the model? What? Yeah.
Working perfectly. Better than Ronaldo scoring goals.
When there's nothing on the screen, it shows nothing.
Yeah, that is very important. Not to be confusing the client.
So I took 2 samples of every single type of date. Unintended consequences. The machine may do an incorrect classification. Solution: we can do if classification accuracy threshold, let's say 80%, then ask for assistance because nothing is perfect. But it will make the it will make him come it will make him come a lot less times than normal. Acknowledgements. Yamna Dawan Islam Ashri, my parents, Miss Nikki Talbot, TKS Engagement Director, Dr. Jordan Moroza. Thank you for hearing my presentation.
You have to use the micro. You want to start, Amalia? Yes?
So that was an amazing idea. Congrats on the way you presented
Thanks.
it. I wanted to ask you. So obviously, you described the problem in a really good way. But how did you come up with this idea? Is it a problem you faced?
Um, Not basically me facing it, but sometimes when I used to be in the USA, my mom and dad used to do the self checkout, and then they keep getting confused because it asks them select the item from the screen, and then they get confused.
Yes, that also happened with me a lot. So this is a great idea. I think you have to build a company and trying to sell your idea to the supermarkets because every time I put in the machine didn't can read the barcode is really confused. And this is a great idea for the client to be more satisfied when he has this kind of interaction, but also to save time and money and resources to the supermarkets. I really like your presentation. You were really amazing, the two of us, everything very well done. The graphics of the presentation, congratulations. And also from the technical point, you have in paying attention to all the questions of taking all the samples of the different items, put them in different positions, and very clever. You remember to have a nothing a data set on a data set, right? So once there is nothing, the system don't starting to get confused.
I put nothing because when for our like second draft, it when there wasn't nothing, it started going crazy. So I put nothing.
Exactly. That's a way to tell, okay, now wait a little bit, right? Because there is nothing. So I think that is a really fantastic idea and very clever idea. So I just have to congratulate you. Everything was really amazing. As I told you, you are better than Cristiano Ronaldo in artificial intelligence. And I just can wait for future projects that for sure you will develop. And maybe you create your own company together. That will be really amazing. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
I have one more question. What was the most exciting part of your project? Because you were really passionate about describing. So, what was your favorite part of it?
When I was like testing the model, I thought it would like get like 50% whenever I put a date, but I found out it got like 99 or 100. So I was really excited about that.
Yeah, that was great. And I saw you moved the date in
Yeah.
different places so you can test it. So, that was an awesome job.
Okay, thank you guys. It was a huge pleasure to have you here, to meet you, to see your amazing idea, and never stop thinking about new ideas and how you can use AI to solve all these kind of problems because it's a real problem. Sometimes when the machine is not doing what I want on the supermarket, on the self checkout, I get very upset. So me and Malia cannot wait for new ideas you're going to build with artificial intelligence for sure. Thank you very much. Great
You're
presentation,
welcome.
great project.
I think. Should I stop there? You can go.
You can go. I will take you. Okay.
You did a great job.
Hi, Marco. Can you hear me? Hi, Marco. Hey, is that the officially the first team that just talked? I cannot hear you.
Okay, now you can. So it's great to have you here. So my name is Amalia. I'm from Greece.
And my name is Marco, and I'm from Portugal. And it's a huge pleasure to have you here presenting
Yes,
your
thank
amazing
you.
project.
So you can just go ahead and start with presenting your project, and after that, we're just gonna ask you like a couple of questions, nothing like too formal, just to get to know your project more and what you created. So just have fun with it, enjoy it, and I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. So good luck.
Okay, thank you. Hello, guys. My name is Ali Hotat. I'm in sixth grade, and I'm here to present you my project, Chameleon Eye, the best way to focus and succeed. Why are we doing this? What's the problem? Do you know students find it hard to focus in class activities on screen, like math and reading? And according to the Kids Helpline, studies have shown that 62% of kids lose focus in class screen activities. As you see this boy here as a example, he's wondering when will math class finish or when will the assignment finish. And even adults have this problem too. Well, I'm here for the kids, but maybe I can help them too. Well, we cannot measure, we cannot improve. So that's why my objective here is to measure focusing. So kids can reflect on themselves and improve their focus digitally. How how will it work? So first the student would be sitting down and doing a school assignment, and then the code would run. And the code is gonna recognize the face, facial recognition, and then it's gonna recognize the eyes, the eye detection. And then here it's gonna decide, is the student focusing or is the student not focusing? So here, let's say he's not focusing. So then it's gonna go through the system, and then every time the student focuses or doesn't focus, it's gonna count how many times the student focuses or doesn't focus. And then it repeats every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds, it's gonna take a picture of the face, detects the face, eye detection, and then it goes down through the decision box. After the kid finished the assignment or is seating, he's gonna go to a report's gonna come to him. The report's gonna tell him how much times he was focusing in percentage and how much he wasn't focusing in percentage. The code structure. I used Python coding the face and tracking, the eye tracking recognition, and I used OpenCV library, which is a Python module for image and video processing. And I also use Cascade Classifier, which is part of OpenCV. It's a fast pre-trained deep learning for facial recognition and eye tracking. And you can see here, this is an image of the face tracking and the eye tracking. And then over here, this is the code. This is the OpenCV module. This is the loop of the code, and this is the face cascade for the recognition code, eye code, and yeah. This is the code in action. I don't know if I can. Of course, this is for demonstration purposes, so it's not gonna show like this when the student is using it. The code is gonna run silently, so it doesn't distract the kids or annoy the kids when they're doing a work for their school or educational purposes. Okay, so this is our target and goal. What can Chameleon Eye measure? It can measure focus time within an assignment, how much the kids focus on each subject, and track progress over time and compare to class or school average focusing. Identify preferred subjects for students, how much what they like the most. For example, if the student focuses 90% for math and 30% on reading, the code is going to recognize that they like math more than reading. And then flag alert for too much screen time and more. So if the student goes overboard with the screen time, it's going to give an alert to get off the screen depending on how much they spam the screen. And then this is a small example of the report that would give you outside when you're done with an assignment. So this is focus time out of 30 minutes in an assignment. So let's say the student focused 60% or 20 minutes in math, 80% or 24 minutes on reading, and for YouTube, unfortunately, he focused 100% on YouTube. And this is a graph over time. So as you can see, the student focused less on September than on May, and the teacher can actually see the math focus for class average. So this student right now, if you look at it, he's above the class average. And then if you close again, you can see the math grades. This is the student's grades. So his grades go higher when he focuses more, right? And then our completion, the Chameleon Eye completion. I have completed 70% of the project, the facial recognition and the eye recognition, and there's only 30% to go to generate reports and to generate plots. Chameleon Eye, your way to focus is your way to succeed. Thank you for listening.
So first of all, congratulations for the amazing project. And once is also a project that you are working on your own, starting from the idea. So the importance when we are studying to be focused and have the possibility to have a tool like artificial intelligence that can send you some kind of alerts. Please pay attention during your study. You should be more focused on this. Also fantastic in the way that you think about all the data and how this can be used, not only by the student herself, but also in terms of the teacher. So we can have like a track depending on that. It's a project that involves a lot of things and questions, but you approach it very well from the beginning when you set up what was the problem, what will be all the steps until you reach your final goal. There is something, as you recognize over there, that is need to be corrected. I just have one question for you in terms of the project is could be any way of the student when if using a tool like this could be misleading the tool, okay, finding ways that it should be focused and the same times is not focused. Do you think about anything related of that? Because you are collecting different types of data. Maybe some people, the expression could be different. Do you know? and maybe this is a thing that you have to think, let's say, in the future steps of the project.
Here's the thing, if we're talking about educational purposes in school, the teacher would have control of the focus, the chameleon eye, or how it works with the data. So if the student, let's say, he leaves for the bathroom, it's still going to show not focused because he's not doing any assignment or any education. So it would be not focusing. And um, and the teacher would have full control over it. So it would check how much the data and how much it receives.
So amazing project, like good job. It was, I think I faced this problem a lot. I'm in my senior year of high school, so I get this a lot. So it's a great solution. And I think it's also great for teachers. Maybe you can understand this more because they could use this data to evaluate how well, if their lesson is good for the children in the class. So if it's interactive enough or if they use the right methods. So I think this is really cool and has many possibilities. I have only one question. Do you think there are any like unethical consequences or unintended consequences, or maybe even a way that this solution could be used in a wrong way?
Um, I don't think about that much, but there could be misleading consequences as like if the data wasn't getting receiving properly. Um, but I don't really think there would be big consequences of um, chameleon eye running.
Yeah, I mean, unintended consequences are in any part of the process. So it could be collection, the interpretation of data, even when they use it. So I think that's a great answer. I don't know if, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a little comment on the project. Hi, I'm the online judge today, and my name is Shanshan. So I really like that you presented your idea and you have thought about like how to use this technique and how to making it benefit to teachers and students. So you not only like created the facial recognition part to making it work, but you actually thought about like how you can use all those of data and make those into charts to help people focusing or improving on their study later. So I have a one little question, like if you want to expand on your idea, what will be your next step?
Oh, I have big plans. So my first step would be to, when I finish the project, to move it on to our community and schools, and maybe forward it to other schools in Saudi Arabia. And I will be like, adding more and more features to it, and then maybe it can go around the world.
Mm, really nice. That's very impressive that you have such a big step that you are imagining how this could work later in the future. And I really appreciate your idea and your presentation today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't have any other questions, right?
I just once again want to say congratulations. You are very mind focused in terms of the idea of your project, and it's really fantastic. You are not just seeing this project as for the competition here, but that is clearly important. But you are already thinking, how can I upgrade, make my project better, add new features, and from them just start to deploy it. Starting on your community, see it works, receive feedbacks from the teachers, from your colleagues, try to making better what could not be so better. These questions that Amalia mentioned here in terms of ethical when we are using facial recognition is always very, very important. But of course, we're going to find a way to go through this. And once again, fantastic.
Thank you.
I think your parents should be very, very proud about the work that you have done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, so I'm Amalia. I'm from Greece, and we also have an online judge. So we'll both be asking questions in the end. It's awesome to have you here. I'm sure your project is going to be amazing. So just have fun with it, enjoy it. You'll go ahead and do the presentation, and then we'll have a couple of questions, like 2 or 3 questions, so we can get to know you and the project better. So
Okay.
have fun and good luck. You
Okay.
can start whenever you want.
Okay. My name is Ziad, and I'm from Saudi Arabia, and I'm from CKS school. Okay. My robot's name is Smart Takeout and Sort Trash Robot Green Robot. Okay. What is the problem? The problem is that some people don't care or forget to sort the trash. Like, for example, they put the organic in the recycling bin. So that's the problem. And like you can see over there in the picture, all the trash is all mixed. Yeah. Next slide, like how does it affect in our life? It's that fish eat plastic and then we eat the fish. So and then we get hurt. And in the river, like over there, it goes down and then it gets stuck in the branches, no, like roots. Yeah, yeah, and then we eat the apples and yeah. Waste sorting by man. Okay, it wastes time to sort. Like there's so much uh, ways that are mixed, so time gets waste and money, and people really struggle sorting it out. This is gonna be my robot. It's gonna have 4 arms, and it's gonna have a camera, and it's gonna have a face just for a look. And the camera is gonna recognize what goes in the recycling bin and what goes in the organic. Yeah. And the robot can go in rocky roads and anything, and it's fast. That's why it has wheels, and it can go in any weather, like rain or very sunny. Yeah. And image recognition, AI in my. Yeah, that picture is when the robot finishes like sorting it out. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Awesome job. And I think this problem is so important. And I loved how you described it from different perspectives. So you talked about how it affects us, like you and I, when we eat the apples, or yeah, but also how it impacts the workers who have to separate the waste. So it was great that you described the problem from all these perspectives.
Okay. It
Um,
affects workers like they get so tired or they get sick because it gets so stinky, and they get tired or sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an amazing idea, and it's so relevant today when there are so many garbage bins outside. You don't know where to sort the trash. So this solution could be really useful for that, but also to help the environment. So I think I only had one question. I wanted to ask you how you got this idea. Like, is it a problem you faced in your everyday life?
Yeah. Like sometimes I have to I go and get out the trash every single day, put it in the outside trash, and and they're so stinky, and it's better if a robot does that. And uh, I don't need to like put the like when in the trash in the home trash. I need to sort it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great answer. I also had one more question actually. What did you learn about AI? Like, you obviously had this amazing idea, and I saw the drawing. It was really descriptive. So, what did you learn about AI?
I
How can it
learned
be used?
about that image recognition. For example, if I show the robot a rotten apple, it will know where it's gonna go and what trash. And if I show it a plastic, it will put it in the or pa-
Yes.
plastic
Yeah, it will put it in the right garbage bin.
recycle.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Good job. So, I don't know, maybe our online judge can ask you some questions.
Okay.
Hi. First of all, I'm very glad to see that you have paid attention to the issue of environmental protection and learned like how trash is processed and how it affects our ecology. And in your robot design, like the drawing you did, I see your vision of what the robot would be look like. And when we design a robot, we first think about how its appearance corresponds to its functions. So I will have like one little question for you. That when you are designing the appearance of the robot, like what are the main functions that you had in mind when you're actually doing that drawing? Like, for example, you mentioned that the robot could move fast. And is there any other main functions that you had in mind when you designed that drawing?
Maybe wheels getting popped or yeah.
Okay. I don't have other questions, Amelia.
Yeah, I think it was a great presentation, and I loved all the graphics you used and the image you created, the drawing. So it's a great idea, and just keep innovating and believing in what you do. And I'm sure you'll do many great things, and continue working on this project because it's an awesome idea. So congrats once again, and yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a great project. Here, high five. Good job. Amazing idea. And I love the drawing. I know I keep saying it, but it's super cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
No worries. You're our famous Wendy star. Thank you. Look at this writer. She's just coming to see how the competition or join the competition. That is the business. Yeah, I know. And then Lucy explain it to me. Yeah. A couple of times. I don't know that telling everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, it's great. It's very, very. It's amazing. The campus is like I was mindful. I took a short walk this morning. I wish you guys. My dad went woke up in the morning, and he went bowling at 9 a.m. alone. Yes. Yeah. So I was because we came back really late. Yeah. So we were tired. But it's great to meet you.
No, we have tonight as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit with you much higher, Mandela Brand.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't. I'll sit with you just to go through the scheduling.
Yeah.
So I'm really tired because I had sent Rose since last week and yesterday the final entries, thinking he was scheduling with judges. I didn't realize
Yeah.
I couldn't get to it. So that was
Okay.
my mistake, right?
It's fine.
But I want to send you what I in terms of the names and teams.
Okay. Yeah. I've been trying to add them here.
Oh, bless you.
We've added some of them.
Thank you. Remind me your email.
Hello and assalamu alaikum. My name is Saad Al-Bwardi and I'm Saif Al-Gwez
And I'm Badr Shahri.
and this is AI Motion.
Hi. It's great to meet you. I'm Amalia, and I'm from Greece. And we also have an amazing online judge. So we're both going to ask you a couple of questions in the end. I just had one short question before we start because I have to fill in like a document. What's your age category? So are you in elementary or middle school?
We're middle.
Perfect. So let me add this for a moment. Perfect.
This is the link. Oh.
Okay, perfect. I added. So you can go ahead with your presentation, and then at the end, we're just going to ask you like 2 or 3 questions to get to know you and your project better and what the amazing work you did. So just have fun with it and enjoy it, and I'm sure it will be great. Good luck.
What is AI motion? AI motion is an interactive AI mirror. Like it uses it takes with your face expression and how you're moving. Like if you're crying like this, the mirror can say that you're sad and it show the picture how to like a picture of someone sad and like motivational speech to cheer you up. The problem is that stress and anxiety have huge negative impact on the society. So if someone's sad, they'll do the work not to the highest expectations. They're gonna do it lower and way slower, not as fast as they used to be. The solution is that AI motion will positively impact the society by detecting the people that are sad and cheering them up and showing like a photo to help them.
Technical skills. We created the Teachable Machine program to detect how someone is feeling. And we created a scratch to cheer them up by pressing a certain button. Their feeling will be based off the Teachable Machine program. Here, you could go press on the picture. Here, you could press on the picture of the TM Teachable Machine, and it will take you to the link. Here, as you can see, if you press, for example, the left button, it will show you that if you're feeling frustrated, it will give you advice to help motivate you. And if you press the right button, it will give you advice if you're happy and try to keep you like that. If you press down, the down button, it will show you a sad painting and try to cheer you up with motivational speech. And if you press the up button, then you can see someone that's very tired in the painting, and it tries to like motivate you and for you to like get up.
Don't worry. But, we have to. And then we can show the picture. So this is just turn it over here so the judge helps. So turn it on. Let's see all the people. You want me to get the other microphone?
So if you can see, look, if you do any emotions, like if I'm doing sad or angry or happy, like this, like that, it will change. So we coded it so it will see your facial and like your facial expressions. Yeah. I'm just gonna change. Yalla. Yeah. AI ethics. AI emotion will help people suffering with hurting feelings like depression, sadness, anxiety. The mirror, its design is very friendly. Like it fits small. Like you can put it anywhere. You can put a lot on this wall there, like that, and that wall. You can put a lot. Like it's a small thing, but it will do good. Yeah, and the five main ideas of AI. Perception. Our AI percepts our faces, so when it percepts your face, it will know what you're feeling and if you're sad, happy, angry. It learns from the tone, the facial expression, the movements. If you cry, if you're mad, if you're happy, laughing, smiling. So it can learn more like that. It's a huge social impact because if you're happy, it makes people around you become happy and it reacts to anyone because, yeah, like I said, if you're happy, it will make people around you happy if they were sad. The end. This is all of the things we have. We have angry, sad, happy, and tired. Yeah.
No worries. Thank you. So amazing job. Congrats, guys. I think it's a very cool project and it addresses a problem that is really relevant today, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. You know, it was very hard on many people. So it's an amazing project and an idea. So congrats on that. I have actually one question. So you mentioned the positive AI ethical part, which was great because we could see how your solution impacts us and generally the community. But have you thought about what could go wrong or what are the unintended consequences? Maybe how someone could use it in a way that you don't want to.
I think it would be hard to use it as it's not intended, but I think it's bad because like sometimes you just want to let things out. Like if you're sad, you want to let things out. If you're mad, you want to just like feel mad. You don't want to become happy sometimes. But like those people, like those sometimes you don't need to use this picture mirror like that. But if you want to be happy and like that, you can use it.
And I think that there is a way that it could negatively impact people because let's say maybe it reads their face incorrectly, then it could make them think that they are like sad or tired when they're actually not.
And maybe when some people when they're angry, they just want to stay angry. They don't want to be happy, or they just want to be angry at that person and just like keep it in, and they solve it with themselves. They don't want like someone else to help them. So that's what like that it can do. And yeah, their feelings.
That's great. I think you covered the question completely. And one more question. Do you have any ideas or any ideas about how would you develop it in the future? Like what features would you add? Would you change anything? Is there something you did now that you want to do differently in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah, me, I think when because AI is fast, like becoming better. I think later on there will be a better way to find this way. Like there could be a camera that would actually like see your body movement and like that. Like if you're watching, if you have a watch that tracks your like speed, it knows by like how fast your legs are walking because under it there's like a sensor that can like it senses your blood that it's moving fast. So I think later on there'll be a better camera that will know your feelings. And maybe it will be more advanced technology. So maybe we'll have like sensors that tell if something is wrong or if someone says something, it will happen. So they can. So if he's like sad, he can tell them. If maybe it can ask him what happened, then he can tell him this happened, so it gives them a solution how to like avoid these things.
And I think that we could add more information, more different feelings, and maybe use like a more complicated way, so it could like work better.
I think all these ideas are awesome, and I can see how you've thought about this, your creation, your project, in many different ways. So it's great to think ahead in the future and consider all the possibilities. And now, our online judge is going to ask you some questions.
Hi, nice to meet you, and really nice presentation that you just did. It's really good to see someone apply AI to read people's minds, emotions, and I also feel great to see your interpretation of the 5 big ideas. And it's also amazing that you combine 2 different tools, the Teachable Machine and Scratch. Both work well with each other. And so I want to ask you a little question, like during the process of completing this project and implementing your ideas, what did you encounter any difficulty, and how did you overcome them?
I think the thing that was difficult was like that it scans you because like if you're sad and you're angry and you're happy, those things are close together. So for me, it was hard to like put them. So you have to actually like drastically make them like if you're happy, not just smiling, you have to open your mouth and like it's hard because if you're mad like this, happy like this, like you have to over exaggerate it. So once I knew that, I felt it was easier doing it. I think the hardest thing was in Teachable Machine when you wanted them to do the faces. Because some people, if they do one face, they have more than one face expression for being happy or being tired or being sad. So uh, I think one of the difficulties is how we like the coding mostly, and I think something that we could improve, like if there's like a tone of speech of if someone cries, they make a tone. So maybe we could use the Teachable Machine again to make the tone and also the movements.
I agree with everything they said, and like uh, everyone has different facial expressions. So I think that we could definitely improve on this later on.
Yeah, that's all good answers, and I think you guys can definitely make this project a better one in future and implementing this into like other problems and using facial recognition in a better way in the future. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. It was a very well prepared presentation and all your questions to all your answers to our questions. So good job. I just want to say keep innovating and trying new things and believing in what you do. So yeah, I think that's all for me. Congrats again.
Can you have a photo?
Do you want to call
Do it again.
Okay, yeah, of course. You can stay here so you can have the online judge as well.
Yeah.
You want to see?
Sad.
Come here.
Sad.
Come over here.
Sad.
Wait, do you want me to take it? Okay, wait. Wait. Okay. Perfect.
Thank you very
Good
much.
job, everyone. High five.
Thank you.
You did an awesome job. And I wanted to tell you, I actually did a similar project a couple of years ago, but I did it with pen. So people would write diaries and they could recognize diaries. And I did the similar thing with emotions, and I was helping people. Yes, so it was an amazing project. I'm so glad I met all of you and I saw your project. So good job again.
Thank you. Thank you.
No worries. Bye. So the project name is VIS, VISS. And you guys are in high school, middle school?
No, it's just
That's middle school, right? So middle school.
Mhm.
we're gonna start right now. So, hi guys, it's great to have you here. I'm Amalia, and I'm from Greece. I'll be one of the two judges for your project. We also have an amazing online judge. So, after you do your presentation, we're just gonna ask you a couple of questions, like 2 or 3 questions, to get to know you and your project better. So, good luck, have fun, enjoy it. We're here to learn more about you. So, yeah, good luck.
Okay, hello. We are grade 7 from Adak School. Our project is the Visually Impaired Service Suits by Faiz Kurdi, Abdul Majid Al-Jibhan, Yazan Al-Mansouri, and Ibrahim Wajdi. We will first start off with Faiz Kurdi and his presentation.
Hi, my name is Faiz, and in this presentation, we prepared for you judges. It's about this, like what Yazan said. And most importantly, what is our goal in the project? Our goal is actually to support the visually impaired community by helping them navigate through streets, crosswalks, etc. And also improve their mental health and well-being, because a lot of blind people can end up being lonely, and this can affect their mental health, just because like they just because they are lonely, cannot go on a walk just to relieve their mind, and just to also improve their overall quality of living by just having them a positive, giving them a positive mind of the world around them. I'll pass it to the problem. The problem is that like a lot of blind people, like I said, have difficulty with transportation. They don't have the ability to go freely to a store or a park, anything other. And also there are inadequate provisions. They don't have a mapping in their head around the surroundings, only if they have seen it before. And this can also be like life threatening if they ever want to go to a store, and the costly alternative it has. And the current solutions that we have now is train service dogs. But what I thought is that like how can a blind person take care of his dog by himself, but if he can't barely take care of it himself? And the caretakers, they're not really available now. They're either really expensive or you can't find a good one. And anyone from the families and friends, it's not 100% reliable, and not reliable 24/7 to be exact. In our solution, this is supports transportation by himself, and tell you what's around you. It's an adequate provision, and it's easy maintenance, which is a solution to like I said, caretakers and service dogs. You just plug it in and wear it. And I'll pass it to Abdul Majid, who animated a video for us.
Yeah, hello, my name is Abdul Majid, and now I will present this video that I designed, which will be showing which will present the suit and all of its capabilities and functions. Video, double. Okay. Yeah. So the video started and it's pretty much self-explanatory. There should be sound.
Cases. A variety of sensors are used. For example, cameras and ultrasonic sensors. These sensors use object detection and give me clear instructions to my earbuds, which give me information regarding the area. They tell me what's the object in my way and the distance of the object from me. The AI used in this is impressive, as all the information gathered from the sensors is processed into words spoken into my earbuds. There is also a GPS connected with the cameras to guide me where I want to go. The cameras and the GPS are also connected to an app called AppSheet, in which my relatives and friends can see through the camera and hear the microphone. Another thing is that luckily I can walk in a lane dedicated to blind people, so I don't constantly trip and bump into other people. It even goes through car lanes which have a walk or traffic light in which the suit can detect the color, and when it's green it tells me to walk. Not only does it connect with traffic lights, but the GPS knows how crowded the traffic is. And if it is very crowded, it instructs me to stay at the edge of the lane, far from the road. Another crucial thing is that on both my wrists there's health monitors. They are like modern day watches, being able to calculate my heartbeat, see my oxygen and calories. All this information is also provided in the app sheet. Another thing is that there is an SOS system. An SOS is called out if both the wristwatches display low heart rate or no oxygen. This can save people's lives. The good thing is that if this suit was given to every blind person in the world, it would make the lives way easier for a bunch of people, as it would reduce accidents and make walking more comfortable for us. More importantly, it would save many lives.
And this is like a close-up of the suit that was the video just talked about. As you can see here, there are two cameras on the stomach and two on the shoulders. These cameras are very crucial as they use object detection to perceive the area and give the client information and everything. There's also ultrasonic sensors, and these help just like with the moreover functionality of the suit. And as you can see here, there's also the health monitors that was previously talked about, and these just control the health and heart and everything. These are also in the app sheet. And of course here there's the GPS, which is just like how can I say this, like where you gonna go from point A to B. It's just like a guide that helps you overall. And there's also in the back of the suit we included an ultrasonic sensor just for more safety, and it helps a lot. Thank you.
And what were the components we used for our project? Like I said, all of us said, perception. It can perceive the world around us and give a detailed instruction of to the visually impaired person, and its societal impact. It can help like I said, the mental and help and the mental well-being of the person, and it's also in its problem solving also helps a lot because from it can navigate the person from point A to point B, and it's learning. It could learn like a human. It uses its cameras and sensors to map out the surroundings in a 360 view, and then put it into its data and its reasoning. It can use its reasoning to advantages and in situations that needs a logical response. Now I'll pass it on to Yazan.
Okay, our project was used by the website called PictoBlocks. One of the we used multiple websites, but our most important website is called PictoBlocks. PictoBlocks is related to Scratch and MakeBlock, like they're very similar. And we also have a website called Teachable Machine that connects with websites and connect to robots, sensors, and cameras. Pictobox also provides artificial intelligence and a lot more interesting resources.
Okay, so hey, my name is Brian, and what you can see now is our project. Here is the script or the code that we use in Pictoblocks. But at first, we need to add extensions, which one of them is object detection. So then it will help the suit to deal and to perceive the surrounded. Okay, that's thank you very much.
Thank you. It's an amazing idea, and I love how you kind of combine two goals. Like, it's not only about helping blind people navigate, but it's also about their mental health, like not being excluded and, not feeling lonely, like you said. So I think that's great, and it's really relevant today because many visually impaired people are left out, and there aren't many sufficient solutions to help them out. So I actually I loved your animation video. Like, it was super helpful to understand. So great job on that. I had two questions. First of all, so how did you get this idea? Is it like, what inspired you?
We were with our teacher and we were thinking of many ideas. We first started with the idea of using a robot and tying a rope to it and using the robot to navigate. And we thought about in like different environments like mountains or hills, plateaus, etc. And then we came to the conclusion that we could use a suit which can be worn by the person and go into like mountains and plateaus and hills.
Another reason is because when we're looking for a problem to solve, we didn't want to look for like a small project that will just help lazy people. We wanted to look for like a major problem. And so we looked at the unable humans who are blind and we wanted a way to help them. So this is why we tried to find an accurate solution.
So, sorry, great answer. I think it's a great inspiration and great idea. I had one more question. So, from what I can understand, you collect a lot of data. You would collect a lot of data to implement this idea. So, you would need data from traffic lights, for the GPS, for practically everything to work. So, this data needs to pass from multiple stages: collection, the analysis of data, and then the actual predictions. So, have you thought about any unintended consequences during this process, like collecting data, analyzing it, and then the predictions? Is there something that the user should be aware of?
It's a we'll maybe start this the solution is that lots of cities is statistically have a lot of random violence. For example, if you take London, London has like every 52 seconds someone gets stabbed. Like it's really dangerous. So, and the blind person, how can he defend for himself? We maybe use the SOS system, like we mentioned, to uh, t- to send emergency help to like police and people who can defend the clients. Yeah.
Yeah, as you said, we have the SOS. Like the only thing that's left is the weather. Weather could like damage the suit, so that's what we're trying to work on. In case of violence, we already have the SOS suit. So like weather could be unpredictable. So we just need to find a solution for that and it done.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think that this is a very good starting point. And with all the ideas you have about what you could improve in the future, I think it can be a very good project and creation. So congrats. And now you can see our judge from over there. So she'll also ask a couple of questions.
Hi, first, your video prototype is very well done, and I really enjoy watching it and understanding better of your idea. And so, object recognition is a very important like concept for your project. And you mentioned that you having like 2 cameras on your suit. And so, can you briefly talk about like how artificial intelligence recognize objects?
So like how I understand you is like that you're asking how does it like perceive the objects, which is like, you know, we just give it data, and like there's many apps where we can use to like give it full controllability, and like it can also learn from the data that we give it, so like it can have a broader view and experience of everything.
Yeah, we also picked cameras and ultrasonic sensors because we think it's the perfect combo. Because the ultrasonic sensor it sees the distance, and the camera detects the object, so it can inform the blind person. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think it's an awesome idea, and I just want to tell you to keep, finding solutions and helping people who are sometimes neglected, like visually impaired people. Not many people pay attention to how we can help them. So it's an awesome idea. Congrats once again, and yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, now that I see it, I think that this project we already have it in the Excel sheet, but we had it under a different name.
Oh,
We had it under the name SSFVI.
okay.
So
That's
I don't know. We
with
could.
ID 8, right? 7.
Wait, yeah, ID 7. So we can just do this one instead of adding a new one.
Okay, cool.
Hello, Shanshan.
Hello, Ruth.
Thanks, buddy, for doing everything. Shanshan, I miss you.
I miss you too.
Hey, listen. Where's Cream?
Cream is on my sofa.
Cream is a character in one of our books, by the way. The dog is in a character in one of our books. Yeah. All right, I gotta go.
Okay.
Press on the button. So, hi everyone, it's great to have you here, and we're really looking forward to hearing more about your project. I'm Amalia, I'm from Greece, and I'm one of the 3 judges who will be grading your project.
So, hello, my name is Marco, and I'm from Portugal. And with us is also Shanshan. She's in China. So, and we are the 3. Yes, hello, Shanshan. And we are very pleased to have you here with your project. And of course, we want to hear and learn and everything about your smart school project. Okay?
Hello, my name is Anas, and my project is that I printed this school with using 3D printer.
I'm Yahya, and I use the 3D printer to do the doors and windows.
I'm Abdul Hadi. I did the PowerPoint for smart schools.
And I am Khalid, and I make the door.
Hello, my name is Anas, and we're going to talk about the smart school. Our project.
In our project, we have three things: our aim, problem, and solution.
Our aim is to build an application that can identify facial recognition through AI.
We chose this project because the problem is marking the attendance is a long and timely process. It is also not easy to ensure which student is present or not. It also ensures that student safety entering and exiting the school.
Our solution is facial recognition system can help verify a user, ensuring only the authorized and authenticated user can enter and exit the school. Biometrics like facial features are unique, so individuals can use them to ensure security within the school. The system will mark attendance of students once they enter and during dismissal. The gate will not open until the correct license information for that the student is available for it to open.
What we will need to make this project: 2 face detecting cameras, one for the main gate and one for the entrance door, a screen with students' name and data, an automatic door, Bluetooth that connects the camera to the screen.
And also we use machine learning, mathematical functions, 3D image processing, recognition techniques, picture of every student connected with the car license that they get picked with. In the morning,
now we will explain the demo for you.
In the morning, we come to this door, and the camera on the door face recognizes the student, and it opens the door for him, and it will mark his attendance at the exact time, and it will see his mood. It will see his mood, if he's sad or happy, and then the teacher can see it, and then he could talk to him and make him feel better.
And in the beginning of the year, every student's car and parents will be detected from the camera. When the student's car comes, the camera will see it and directly send his name to inside of the school. When the student comes to the door, it will directly open for him, and when he passes, it will just lock.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for your amazing presentation. It's really a very, very interesting project.
We want to tell you one thing.
Okay.
What we used is Pictoblocks. Actually, we used Pictoblocks,
Okay.
and this is the code. We use it. We use all of the code, and even we use Excel sheet, which is we do with attendance.
where you have the register all the attendance of the different students.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have all the information when the students, which is the students and handlers.
Yeah, and
Okay,
it can
fantastic.
detect the mood as well. We use it to detect the mood, and it will send to the parents as well.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much for showing
You're
this
welcome.
technical implementation. So as I was telling you, is really a great project and with a lot of different features. So what is I would like to highlight if that you work as a real team, as I understand. So some of you do the 3D printing. Another one is more related to the communication, did the PowerPoint. Another of you taking care of the things related with AI and putting everything together. And very nice to bring us this example over here. And in the different features that you add there, the question how the students is feeling, if you are able to know it once he's entered in terms of the school, so automatically the teacher going to have information and can talk with the student to know what is happening, how can I help you. So this is kind of very important in information that you can use. And I see a lot of potentials in terms of your project. It's just a question to keep searching more how you can implementing these things, what could be the better tools. There is just one aspect related with your project is how all the data is being used, where the data will be stored. So things like this are also important in terms of the privacy of the data. But of course, will be things that we'll think about once you are doing the project and developing in terms of new fields. But congratulations, great presentation, great project.
Amazing project. Like, I think I agree with everything you mentioned. It's super cool idea that can show what the future of education can look like, so it can help the management of students. So it makes the job of teachers, parents, and students easier. So I think it helps all three of those groups. So that's amazing. I only had one question. So you are obviously a large team, and I'm sure you actually showed how cooperation helped you. So what do you feel like you learned about AI, and how did sharing your opinions inside the team help you learn about AI?
We learned about
You can use the microphone so our judge can also see.
we learned about how the AI functions, and we really got to learn it really well.
Yeah, I think that's awesome because you could exchange your opinions and learn, like, someone's expertise is in one field, but another one of you is interested in another field. So I think that's really useful. I don't know, maybe, yeah, if you have any questions.
Yeah. So you talked about letting artificial intelligence detect students' facial expression and their mood when they're entering the school, and then let the teacher help students who are in bad mood maybe. And I think this is a very good idea that you notice and care about how your classmates might feeling, and you pay attention to their feelings. And I also love that you 3D printed a prototype of your idea. And I don't have a question for you. These are my comments, and you did a really great job and a really well presentation today.
I will just like to ask you a question, if you allow me.
Yeah.
You identify a situation in the school and you call it a smart school, like a school of the future, and you think about how can we use AI to help in this particular. My question is, do you think about other problems, not exactly problem, but other situations where AI can help us build like a smarter school that can help teachers, that can help students and parents and everybody involved in the school system, and AI could be a tool to allow us to have these better environments, learning environments.
Yes, of course. Um, we this is our dream. Like we want to start a company. Like we want to start a company in the future, and it could be like international.
Oh, okay, okay. So your main idea, this is the first step for a great company that we will build called like future schools or smart schools where you're going to have different technologies such AI where we can create a better school for everybody. So amazing, and just keeping thinking like that because it's very important. And I have no doubt that in some years I will heard about your company. Never forget the moment. Sorry, I will never forget the moment that I was here with you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You can leave if you want. Ruth said you have to leave for somewhere. We only have one more project left.
I can stay for the last
Okay.
project. You finished. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we don't have this project in the spreadsheet. We have to add it. The name is Sci AI, so SCI and then AI, and they're in the middle school category.
Okay.
Is it, what's the ID? 11? I don't remember. 11, okay.
Yeah, it should be 11. Yeah.
Like this. You can show.
We,
No, just press this side of the book. Okay.
yes. Okay. So first of all, thank you very much for being here. It's a huge pleasure to have you here presenting your project, and we want to know everything about your project. So the floor is yours. You can start. Sorry, I'm really sorry. I forget to present myself. My name is Marco. I come from Portugal, and here with me is Amalia from Greece, and also Shanshan from China that is here online with us. Okay, now you can start.
Good afternoon. I'm Yazid Sheri. I'm the creative lead for this project.
I'm Fahd Al Blahid. I'm the AI engineer. I'm Abdullah Alabi and I'm the data analyst. And this is our revolutionary new idea, the skin cancer identification AI. What is it exactly? Our skin cancer identification AI is a program that finds and diagnoses very early forms of skin cancer. How is it a problem? In the last decade, the number of invasive melanoma cases diagnosed increased 31% yearly, and many people continue to die yearly because of the undiagnosed skin cancers.
How are we solving this problem using AI? We have implemented AI to help solve this issue by detecting and diagnosing melanoma at an early stage while it's still curable. This will also help by the fact thousands upon thousands of people can use it at the same time, where therefore it should decrease the wait time in medical centers. The result.
It's a formatting issue with Microsoft Word.
How will it work? It will work by using teachable machine with samples gathered from real life experiences, but in the near future, we plan on moving it to JavaScript.
Yeah. So how does it relate to the 5 basic components of artificial intelligence? First of all, societal impacts. It can help in the diagnosis and recognition of very early forms of melanoma and skin cancer in places without advanced medical care. Reasoning. It uses reasoning to judge whether a sample given to it is cancerous or benign, meaning it's not harmful. Problem solving. The AI can help in recognizing melanoma without the presence of a medical professional. Perception, it perceives all the photos shown to it and then judges whether a sample is cancerous or benign based on them. And then human interaction, which is the main aspect of this artificial intelligence. It will interact with healthcare professionals to recognize and diagnose melanoma and skin cancer. We appreciate your attention. And we hope that you can keep this project in your mind whenever you think of recognition or artificial intelligence in medical care. Any questions? Actually, can we get to the demo? Yeah. Yeah, could we do it on the computer? Yeah, okay.
You just explain, show and explain.
Okay. Yeah. So we're planning to put it onto a server for like server scale so that we can have it on many devices at once to diagnose and recognize melanoma at many places around the world where they don't have advanced care. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for the demonstration. Mario, do you want to start this time? Okay.
So congrats. I think it's an amazing project, an amazing job. Like, it's a really creative solution to a problem that sometimes like there aren't many solutions already, and the fact that you can use it in the early stages to cure melanoma, I think that's really important because it can have a very positive social impact. So that's amazing. And also like the demo you showed, I think we can see that it worked really well, and you also had the empty like category so that the model works as as intended. So I think that's really good, and congrats, an amazing job. I actually had a question. I wanted to ask you about the negative impacts that your solution could have. So obviously you used a lot of data to train the model and make it predict the moles or the melanoma accurately. So during the collection, analysis, and the prediction stage, are there any unethical consequences, or could someone use it in a misleading or unintended way?
While I don't think it could be used maliciously, I do see that it might have some false readings in the future. If it's used on a wider scale, people are gonna find bugs which are not intended, which maybe someone uses it and says they have a skin cancer, and they go to the doctor. It's a waste of the time for the doctor, waste of resources, and sometimes a waste of money.
Yeah, I think that's a great answer. I also had one more question. So, do you have any ideas about in the future how you could add any design aspects to your project or any other features, for example, like a specific design capability or maybe like an auditory design aspect?
Yeah, so we're planning on moving it to JavaScript and maybe even onto our website with HTML. Though I think an auditory aspect or a visual aspect might work. though currently we're only planning on a visual base, then we will move to auditory.
First of all, congratulations. As Amalia already told, it's a great, great project. You think very well. You address all the steps like a problem-based learning. You identify where was the difficulties. You try to find an answer to the project, and then you develop something in terms of the project. My question here is related. So this is an app for personal use mainly, okay? And this has a lot of advantage, as you were saying. One of them is places in the world where they don't have such advanced healthcare, so people can use it to diagnostic precoce malignant tumors. But one thing, and I didn't know if you already think about it, is, you know, if someone is using the app and the diagnostics is a positive one, it could be very impactful from an emotional point of view. So, for example, think about having on your solution, that could be an app, for example, so you will deploy it in things like this, a way of being able to really fast contact with someone, some profession in the healthcare, so you can talk to the people, to the person, giving some advice, so to calm down, you know. So I'm just imagining that from this perspective. Do you think about this? We call it social, individual impact when using your app.
Yeah, so I think maybe you could turn this into a hardware thing where you could have a feature to contact a medical professional just for, you know, some more insights. Though I think emotionally it could be good if there's also a way we can implement it onto a phone or something so that they can contact anyone, and so it's seamless.
Exactly, that's one of the important thing. Another thing around here has to be with the ethical aspects of when we are creating with AI, and is when you build this solution, and I'm completely 100% confident that we will do it, because exactly on the first slide you put, which is the data analyst, which is the AI engineer. So I think you have everything in mind. We will go forward with this for sure. Is in terms of the data that is collected. So we have guarantees that the data is anonymized or is not transferred for any server that associate the result with the person that using the app. This is also very important. It's more in terms of the ethical issues. But when building AI tools or platform, this is always a very good thing to have in mind. And once again, congratulations and thank you very much for presentation. Maybe Shansha also have some questions and some comments to this project.
Yeah, it's really great to see that someone think about considering using AI into medical care. And I'm also glad to see that you all have like different roles working as a team. There's a creative lead, the data analyst and developer. And I want to ask you, like, what is your biggest takeaway after completing this project?
Can we have 15 seconds to talk to each other to answer the question?
Of course, it's always nice to see that you work as a team. So take your 15 seconds to discuss it, yes.
So the biggest takeaway from this project is that if we put our minds together, we can create something that can impact the whole world, not just us as people.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I truly believe that your idea can promote the development of medical technology and contribute a lot to the future of like humankind. Thank you.
Okay, guys, once again, thank you, and just keep working on that because it's really important and could have a great and good impact in the world with your AI platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity today.
Also, I just figured that we have it in the spreadsheet, but under a different name. So maybe you could add it under skincare identification instead of the Psi AI,
Okay.
and then delete the Psi AI.
Mhm. Okay, I just did the scoring. So that's the last team, right? And
Yes, yes,
okay,
yes,
okay.
Sasha. Okay,
So I will
so
just.
thank you very much. All the
Yeah,
best.
thank you.
See you
Nice
tomorrow.
to see you remotely.
Okay, bye 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 bye.
Bye bye.
you.